Hello everyone, my name is Kaea.
I'm Alan. I'm Gatty.
And today we will be giving our book summary / review on The Breadwinner by Deborah Ellis. Very good book. I'm sure it is near your closest library store, something like that. So yeah. And we will have Gatty. Never mind. We will have Gatty asking us some questions, and then we'll try out some. So let's begin.
Okay, Kyle. What do you think of Deborah Ellis' intention for writing this novel?
I think her intention was to just tell like it was like a message to the audience who was reading it. It was like there are a lot of people who are harmed by different people's rules. For example, the Taliban's rule in the story was that you had to women couldn't go outside. So I think her intention was to tell was to show people how some people can be affected by the non-equality.
I kind of disagree at the same time, because what I think she's trying to say is about what's going on in the Taliban's. Because the Taliban's ruled over their secondary religion, so then basically girls can't have school, study, education, things like that. So then girls really can't do much, and then she's just trying to show how much struggle they've been through until they got freedom. And she's trying to show that in parts of the world, something that happens like this, we may think it's weird, but for them it's natural. So I think it's just weird.
Yeah, I agree with you, honestly. And also that when the women, it's based around ladies in the story, and how the younger people, like Pravana, she had the advantage. Yeah, but she had the advantage to dress up like a boy, and she can go out for family, and other people were doing that. So,
But also the dad would let Parvana come to the market with her and just sit down with her and stuff.
Because he had an injury on his leg when before Taliban attacked, there was a bomb in the school, so then he got hit when he was teaching the class. So then part of his leg got hurt.
Speaking of bombs, their son was on top of a landmine and he died.
alright, next question, maybe. Did your idea of the intention change from when you began reading the novel?
Yeah.
For me, it did. Sort of. Before we read the book, our whole class had a discussion about the book and why Deborah Ellis wrote it. And I talked about, she could be telling about the religion, but reading the book doesn't really change your idea, unless your idea is, she wrote the book, so parties will be larger or something.
Yeah, I think the book, my idea of the intention was developed a lot, because at the beginning I thought it would just be a book about just this girl who was in trouble and stuff and had a lot of problems because of some rules, but then later on I found out that it wasn't just that, the idea was a bit more complex, and yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
What about you? What was it again? What's the intention?
How did you intention?
My intention at first was about a list of facts about the Afghanistan, when they took over, why did they take over, the religion they believed in, the places they took over, the places they bombed, the places they took, in charge of all the time. And then after that, it kind of changed.
Okay, great answers. Next question. How effective do you think she was achieving in what she wanted this novel to be?
How effective?
Yeah.
How effective? Can you say the question again?
How effective do you think she was in achieving what she wanted to with the novel?
Let's go to the next question, okay?
Okay.
Next question, yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
How did you experience the book? Were you engaged immediately, or did it take it a while to get into it?
For me,
For me, it
in the beginning, I really liked it. I got like, oh my god, this book is like awesome. Then I lost interest, even though like more things that were interesting happened. I still just lost interest in it. But some parts I was in the book, and some parts I wasn't. So yeah.
I just like it took so long for me to get interested. I think it was up until the twist that I was severely interested in the book, whereas there were like little aspects of the book which got me a bit interested. However, I think the twist really made it more interesting. But the cliffhanger, I know Ryu really hates the cliffhanger part.
Cliffhangers in general.
Yeah. But good news is you can read the next few books.
That are out today in stores now.
Go read. Well, I was like immediately engaged, in love with the book right away because how interesting it was. Because I love history and I love learning about the problems we had and how we fixed it, and and what happened after that, and from all that, it's not actual fact, but it's something that happened in history, which there were others like tampered with a little bit, made the story more interesting, and made it look like how the life was.
Next question. Good answers. Okay. One more question, I think.
Actually, we can't find it.
Can I say answer?
Yeah, it's just good.
Okay. If you could ask the author a question, what would you ask?
I'd probably ask her to get a complete understanding of why she read it. Like, because what we talked about, I'm not really super sure what she thought, why she read it. So,
Yeah, for me, my one question would be, what made you want to write such a story which is touching, it's amusing, it's so true, and yeah.
I would ask her about her inspiration, about how she thought of this and how long it took her, and where did she get the facts from, and did she find what wasn't true from where she was.
Sorry, I was a bit. Sorry,
How you dropped your book again?
I know.
Your book is in your
I'm
hand.
so
Now-
clumsy.
Your book was in your hand the whole time.
So,
Next question, please.
so what was the best part of the book, and who was your favorite character?
My favorite character is probably
Mine would be Noria.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Cause,
maybe Noria, but
Because I get really annoyed by my sister a lot, and I hate her sometimes because she's really annoying at times. So then I kind of know how she feels about that. She keeps on saying that she really likes to ignore her. Pravana doesn't really take Pravana's side, always against her, and it's like being I know more than you, so go.
I think my favorite character is probably. I'm pretty sure everyone, or most people would say
Parvana.
Havana, because she's so great. Sorry, she's so. How old is she? She's
11,
13. She's not 13.
10 or 11.
I think she's 11.
Yeah.
Wait, well.
Oh, the best part was when her father came out, but then that exact same time, it was when. Well, the bad part about that part was that her mother, Noria, Miriam, Ali, went to that other city, which they thought had been taken over, but it was.
Yeah, I was saying for the first part of the question. Parvana probably. She's so brave for her age. Takes so many risks and she stands up for her family and her friends. And I think the best part of the story was for me, kind of part that got me really interested, not super interested, was how she went to the soccer stadium or the stadium, and the thieves got their.
Yeah.
They got her arm chopped off for stealing. I kind of like that, but not because it was, it was really brutal, I'm imagining. But what happens afterwards, the feelings, your thoughts, I kind of enjoy like Alright, Kaea, your turn.
My favorite character. Yeah, like Ellen said, a majority of people who read the book would probably have a preference towards Parvana with that vocabulary. Because she's like she's really the only real character that you hear all her feelings and everything. But if I were to choose a favorite character, for me, it would be the dad. Because I know if I was Parvana, I'd want to go outside. And the dad gave such a beautiful privilege to her daughter to allow her to go and play.
Oh yeah, and he was totally against the Taliban, and he believes in the rights.
Of the people.
Yeah.
The people!
Next question, Gatty, please.
Was the ending satisfied to you, or was it not?
Well, yeah, please. I hate it. 100% hate it. I wish we had the trilogy instead. God. It was the worst cliffhanger on earth. They go to that city, and then guess what? Fun came out. And guess what? They all went.
Kaea, pick up the book, please.
Oh, thanks. I got it.
So she ends up
Sorry. Okay. I think the ending, it was pretty interesting. Like, because, as I said, I didn't like the book so much. I didn't like the book so much, and, so it's interesting. The interesting thing was good because, like, they were going, oh, I'm gonna say it. I shouldn't say that. But it's a cliffhanger, and, I like cliffhangers, but it makes me really, like what you said, it makes me pretty mad. But I like that when the things I'm interested in.
Or when it's already out. Because if it's not out,
Then you can just, like, see it.
oh, the game's catching fire. The ending is just...
Okay.
So, I think my dad would like cliffhangers because I don't read that often. However, this book's cliffhanger is the best cliffhanger in history. Therefore, I'm obliged to read it. The next one. So, yes, I am disappointed about the cliffhanger.
Alright, Gatty, next question.
Okay, this is your last question. I mean, at the end, we go for your perspective on your last thoughts about your book. But yes, has this novel changed you, or on your perspective of Afghanistan and how it is?
Yes. It made me wonder about how this is like and what was the first thing they did. Because it's like your life is like for doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like they take it over the whole country and it's like there is nothing wrong. Like some of the people in the country, like some of the like put it easily.
Yeah.
Wait, could you please repeat the question?
Oh, sure. Has this novel changed you at all, the perspective of Afghanistan on their past and how they are?
Not at all. Actually, I'm going first. Okay. Not at all. Okay? In America, we learned about a lot in schools. In schools, in schools, right? We learn about cultures, and sometimes I learned about how women don't have the same rights as men, and things like that. So, yeah, I didn't change it
My perspective to Afghanistan, it's like, I guess it's developed because at school we learn a lot about culture and stuff. And, we have this thing called global issues, and in global issues we're taught to they just do a subject and we're supposed to learn about it and things like that. So a lot of people talk about Afghanistan and it sounds like a pretty daunting place. And now that I've just found out that, how cool the rules were, it's kind of just developed the opinion in terms of policing. Hey, where did Alan go? Alan?
Not here.
Surprise!
Okay, so this is gonna be your last. This is gonna be your last question.
Last time.
Well,
To the left
How- oh, okay, sorry. Okay, so this was our perspective of the.
This was our perspective on the Breadwinner. Wrong way. The Breadwinner. Very good book by Deborah Ellis. And special price off there. $8 on Amazon.
And $12 for the trilogy.
Yeah, my perspective of the book.
Okay, goodbye.
And
Easy finish.
Where's the end button?
Stop.